All right. Hello, 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 and welcome. Bit of a late start today, but here I am. Had a migraine all weekend, unfortunately. But I am out of it. I am feeling at least a little bit better, and I think I am in the mood today for some nice and peaceful building in The Sims. I have picked up I caved a while back. I cracked. I couldn't resist. I have a problem. I picked up the Enchanted by Nature pack, and we will be building in this new world. Whatever this neighborhood's called over here in Innisgreen. And I want to build. The other day when I was playing Oblivion, I was like, "Hey, I really want to. I love the way these buildings look. I want to try and build a Sims." And I think I'm gonna try and build a Sims. I'm gonna build a fantasy manor inspired by. I'm not gonna say I'm building the thing from Oblivion because I don't know what the interior looks like and I'm not going to find out. But inspired by the lovely little houses in, I don't know, Shaden Hall, Coral, whatever it's called. Whatever it's called, I'm going to be building a lovely little house inspired by. I swear, I always have such a hard time with these octagons, making them actually like octagons. That's not an octagon. I mean, that is technically an octagon, but that's not what I want. I want it to look like a tower. I need a tower. And, what would I... Ooh. Actually, looking at my reference image, which is to say that snapshot, when I used my phone to take a picture of my screen when I was in that it looks like it might be maybe tall wall height. And let's see. I think I want the let's go to get together real quick. Because I think what I want is these. Something like that, maybe? Do I have it in a different color? Is there more? Ooh. Ooh. Yes, that's the winner. That's the winner. We'll go with that. And then I think we probably want a raised foundation as well. Though I should probably not worry about that until I've got the bare bones of the building down. Let's actually... Hmm. How do I want this to be shaped? Let's start simpler. And kind of see where we wind up if we do this. Close. Scooch. Maybe two more? Eh? Something like that? Maybe? Yeah. We'll go with that for now. And, let's block it. Ah! Whoop! Nah! Freebie! I swear, when I've been playing The Sims lately, I've been playing it on my main monitor since my previous monitor crapped out on me. Because I am using a requisitioned old TV for my second monitor. Which for most games isn't a problem, but the edges, like where my mouse is here at the moment, is the border of my screen. which means that all these handy dandy little icons that would normally be there are cut off. I cannot see any of them on my main monitor. I have to look over to my other, or I have to look from my second monitor over to my main monitor where I've got my stream pulled up to see it, which is fun. That's actually why I have not gone back to play Zomboid since the last time I tried to stream Zomboid, when I realized that I could not see my moodles. Ah, no, I don't want drywall. I want this. Stone Cold Squared. Actually, maybe we don't want tall build height. Maybe we want medium wall height. And let's... I'm actually thinking this is a bit too wide now. Bwomp. 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 Yeah, let's try this. Then in my reference image... Okay, I've actually got... Well, I don't have any good reference images. I took 2 pictures of my screen. But... We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Okay. I know what I'm doing. I lied confidently. I'm lying confidently. If I stick that over there, and then maybe we'll stick like a little sticky outy wing right here. And then we can, I don't know. Let's probably gonna regret. Oop. Okay, maybe 1, 2, and then like that, maybe? How am I gonna roof this? Oh, actually, I do have a reference for how I'm gonna roof. I know what I'm doing! I know what I'm doing. I lie. I'm lying to you, but I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's way too long. Bwomp. Bwomp. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then... I don't know, I feel like there needs to be something over here. We can put like a patio porch back here. But I think I want like a little, I don't know, wall? Just a thing. Or maybe... Okay, no, I'll get rid of that for now. I'll get rid of that for now. Then actually, let's see. I'll copy this and I'll place that there, but I think I want to bring this in a little bit to get that sort of like, what is it called? Tudor style. Maybe, actually, like that, and then like this. The weird little overhangs. That goes with this kind of thing. I'm not actually, I don't know a thing about architecture. I don't know anything about anything, honestly. Okay, now that we've got the bones of a structure out, we can raise the foundation a touch. Whoops, that doesn't go up there. Let's pull up our Windenberg again. And for this part, we want, I don't know, maybe this one? No, but yes. Keeping those there just so I don't have to... We'll use this as an accent. And then let's pull these like so. Probably want the medium build height consistent. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, and actually, if I choose to follow my reference image here, this is where we take one of these. Womp. Whoop. Don't ask me about the sound effects. They are not optional. That is way too tall. Ah! Help. We want more of, this. Yes. And then maybe just a slight... Now, let's Control Z, Shift C to get those extra little... Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And then, okay, but I do think I want some kind of room up here. So I'll just squish that there for now just to get it out of the way. Let's go back to the walls over here and let's see. I don't know. Something like... Well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. Well, that's not really a room, is it? That's a closet. I did this to me. I did this to me. Okay, fine. I'll just stick a hallway here for now, and we'll see where it goes. That's fine. Then again, if I keep that roof height, but do make this short wall height. Hello, dog. Hi. Why are you being so squeaky? Baby. Here. There's your radish. Yeah, take your radish. There you go. Baby. One of my dog's favorite toys is this plush radish my parents got him for Easter some years ago. He carries it around with him everywhere, and it's adorable. Okay, so yeah, the short wall height does work with the roof a lot better. I can make that work. And then... I think I'll need another layer of towers. Maybe like a tower thereabouts. Okay, actually, first things first. I say, ignoring what I just said. First things first, let's... That's not the eyedropper. Me trying to remember the, there we go. No, wrong button. Ah, wrong button indeed! Go away. Ah, there we go. Trying to remember the hotkeys that I never use, because, like, they exist. Okay, so kind of like that. And then, tower? I know how to lay out a house. I'll worry about the back in a minute. I will worry about the back in a minute. Let's pop that there. Wait, if I do it like that. If I pull this through, and I, instead of having that roof be like that, I definitely want that shape. But I want a little bit more variety in the roof pattern. So I think what I'll do is I will imitate this roof in pieces. Getting that subtle curve will be a pain. But it will enable me to have the pattern the way I want. Or at least closer to the way I want. I don't hate that. I kind of like that, actually. And then... do I want those, or do I want that? I think I want the other one. And this is... ooh, forgot tool mod updated, and now there's the swatch picker majig. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Anyway. Gonna keep doing it. Gonna keep doing it. Okay. I wonder... can I... so in my reference image, I've got some rounded surroundy stairs, which The Sims does not normally allow you to do, because that's illegal. But, nah, I'm not gonna worry trying to custom stairs. I'm not gonna do that. That's too much of a headache for what I'm trying to do here. Okay. How do I wanna... do I want to make this narrower? Because I don't really know what I'm doing with the roof there. Or I could just make the roof... no, wait. Buffering. What's the inside? What would the inside look like if I did that? Okay. Actually, there's a thing. So, in Shadenhall, or Coral, or whatever the heck the, town in Cyrodiil is called. Hey, JJ, good to see ya. How you doing? That's not what I meant to do. How you doing? Okay, so that's like that, and then, and actually, this go whoosh. Whoop, too far. There we go. So those kind of go like that. Oh, hi, bye. Thanks for swinging by. Good to see you. I'm waving at you. Hard hands. Okay, so in the house in I will indeed hydrate so as not to dehydrate. The house in Cyrodiil, the towers go all, and my spine is unshrimped. The towers go all the way back, and I'll stretch. But the house in Cyrodiil is also a lot smaller. The ancient contract has been honored. A tally mark is added to my wrist, and I will give the dog your love.
Hey, buddy boy, JJ says hi. Yeah, you silly.
Taking a nap in a sunbeam, and he just looked up like, oh, I'm being called? So your love has been received by the dog. But yeah, no, thank you very much for swinging by. Here we go. Flavor added to water. Hydration achieved. Okay. But then again, I can just make this building shorter. I don't need to have it big for no reason. What on earth is going on with that? You know what? We'll start with that. And then if I need more, it's easy enough to... What? Get over here. If I wind up needing to expand the building, it's honestly better to have to take a smaller building and make it bigger. I can just add on expansions than it is to try and have a building be big for no reason. So often when I'm actually, like, playing, I wind up going into the Sims builds that are big for no reason and just trying to make them not hurt to play in. Okay, let's move this forward a bit and shrink it like that, and then move this like so. Whoa! What the? Get down from there! Like that. And then this goes up here. And similarly gets shrunk. Does the overhanging thingy go on both sides? I don't actually know how these buildings are constructed. What the... Wait. You're not supposed to be duplicated! I might pop into Windenburg and see how those buildings are constructed. Oh, yeah, that's already just... Okay. Yeah, and then I can stick this one back in line with the other tower, like so. Yes. And like so. Yes, there we go. And then... this should actually be like that as well. Maybe? I guess I should probably try the true test. Which is, can I roof it? This might get messy. Fingers crossed. Whoops. Okay, 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 okay. I do want a bit of a curve so it kind of flares out, that sort of trumpet shape. Just copy paste that. Can I get the pitch to match? Please? Kinda, yeah. The tile pattern kind of gives it away, but if I just pick a different tile or find a way to cover it, I might be able to make it work. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, yeah. We can work with this. We can work with this. And then let's actually squish this a little bit like so. Because the other thing that stood out to me that made me want to try to build this building, or at least a building like this building, oof. I want this to be the same thickness as this. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I don't know. Why am I struggling? Why am I suffering? I don't have to be. We have the technology. There we go. And I'll just lay this next to here to see if I can't match the pitch. Kind of like that. Kind of like, no? Kind of? Sort of? Slightly? Somewhat? Maybe? I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. I do want that subtle little curve, though. But not like that. You be... Ugh. It's a little bit wibbly. Looks a little bit like somebody pinched it wrong, because that's exactly what happened. Okay. Take two. Not quite. Okay, well, if I have to give up on the slopey bit, that's not the worst. I can live with that. Whoop. Whoop. Excuse me. Oh dear. Don't know where that came from. There we go. And then that goes like that. Is that how that goes? Kind of. Sort of. Somewhat. Slightly. Maybe if we put this here. Does that have the desired effect? It does. Marvelous. Nope. You go down there. There we go. And then we just get rid of those. Perfect. Excuse me. Wait, hang on. I didn't want to copy that. I wanted to yoink it. Actually, what is that? Does that even need to be there? No. Why does... What? I accidentally copied instead of grabbing it. That's what I did. I'm smart. Okay. Can I get this more perfect? Do I need to? No. But if I can, I will. Okay, I'll just temporarily drop that down there. I'll squish this back so it lines up, just for the sake of it looks funny, and it'll bother me if I don't. Bum 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 bum. Right. Get that symmetry in. Yeah, this basis was the one house that I was looking at. And then, but I do want the little extension. And a tower. I want an extra tower. I actually think maybe I will. Whoa. I don't like how narrow. I don't. Not a nice shape anymore. Let's chop off that corner. Ooh. Stick that there. But actually pull it forward by one, because I want this little wing to be more like that. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm not doing, if that makes sense. I don't have a solid idea of necessarily how to make it look right, but I know when it looks wrong. Yes, here we go. And then maybe I'll get a little bit funny with it and stick a little balcony right there. Or go to them Windenburg windows again, cuz there's okay, this isn't the one I was thinking of. But that's a contender. Actually, wait, maybe if I... What am I thinking here? Now that's too much. Am I thinking... just like that? Actually, I think I am. Just that. So it's either this or was it cottage living where there's the window that I'm thinking of? It might be. No, that's not it either. It's something like this. It's one of these little pop-out thingies. Okay, if I can't find it by looking for the specific pack, I just gotta find it by finding it. You know what? I will pop that window over there because I know I want it. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's like one of these things, but it's not that one. It's I could have sworn it existed. Am I just like hallucinating a window? What am I looking for? Is it me in my window? It's a little bit like this, but again, it's not that. It's like a, oh. Actually, it's really close to that. I mean, that's not the one I was thinking of. In fact, I did not even know that one existed, but that is pretty. I might use that. Somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Stick it over there, my palette. This one! This is what I was looking for. That's the sucker. That's exactly what I was looking for. And of course, it doesn't fit on this wall height. Does this look atrocious if I make it taller? Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Maybe. Suffering. There we go. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Copy. There we go. And then I'll just, suffer more. I'll just cry. Because that doesn't actually match up.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. Okay. Work with me here. Excuse me, camera. I'm gonna fight you. Just straightening out these roofs just to try and minimize my suffering for now. And I accidentally... Oh, I see the problem. Wait, do I? Is this? No, I don't see the problem. I'm just a fool. I am just a fool. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. That doesn't actually quite line up perfectly. It's close, but... Can I... Maybe if I... raise... No... I will make this work. So help me, I will make this work. It's like it's close, but it's not close enough. Okay. What am I doing? Could just embrace the wonkiness.
But I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't know why hitting Shift C a bunch slowly but steadily uncurves the curve, but it does. Okay, okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. We're getting somewhere. Of course. Yeah, it just doesn't work as well with medium wall height. Okay, what if... What if we get a little bit funny here? Well, this... And then we just sort of quietly... That doesn't solve my problem. Hmm. 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 Are you sure you don't work on small walls? Are you positive? Absolutely certain. Are you positive? Whoops, wrong button. Okay, you do work if I allow you to go over. And again. No, I can't just have one. Blast. Because this window is exactly what I wanted here. But making the wall height work doesn't. Okay, okay, okay. Well... I kind of have my heart set there. Then again... We do have this option. But I don't like
that as much.
Okay, okay, no, fine. What we'll do, there's another way to compensate, right? There's another way to make this work. It only involves scooch. 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 We just scooch the whole thing wider by one. Will that fix my life? Probably not. But we'll see. Uh... The thing that I'm fighting here is I like trying to have this line up with more or less with the that diagonal line right there, the pitch of the roof to line up with that diagonal line. That's what I'm aiming for. Because right now, it kind of basically does. At the shorter roof height, it did no problem. If I extend that like that, does that... Yeah, that lines up. That matches up. Nah, that's too big. I don't like that. How can I have my cake and eat it too? How can I make this work? There's gotta be a way. There's gonna be a way. I'm gonna find a way. You know, it covers that so neatly. Maybe. Just maybe. What happens if I make this like that, and then I stick some kind of pillar right there to cover the gap? Whoops. Where'd it go? Problem solved. I win. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Ooh, wait. What? That's not supposed to be like... get over here. There we go. Like that. Like that. Like that. Uh... Something like that. Maybe. Maybe. Of course, the bit that I'm specifically looking at is the bit that my character happens to be blocking in the photo that I took. Very smart. Very good at this. Okay, you know what? Just for sake of my sanity, I'm gonna temporarily... Oh. Okay. Scooch. These weird little chunks of building over here just to get them... Just so I can see. You know what? No, not move. Not move. Copy. Womp womp. Paste. There we go. We have a respectable little house here. It's exactly what I wanted. You know what? Let's make these shorter just to get them out of the way visually when you're trying to play in the space. We have the technology. I don't like that this isn't symmetrical. Guess maybe if I extend the house back by one... Then it becomes symmetrical. Could even kind of... Whoop! What happened there? No, I wanted this piece getting extended by one. There we go. Maybe something like that? I don't actually know how these buildings are constructed. No, I don't know if I like that. I could go with something like that. Actually, hang on. I'm looking at my life. I'm re-examining my life. If I just, like, do that, and I grab... these ones. That one, and then, this one. I am a fool. The tools were there for me the entire time. I had the technology all along. Huh. I'm very smart. Okay, well, now we know. I didn't need this at all. Okay, that doesn't actually solve the problem I was trying to solve there, but it's good to know. It's good to know nonetheless. Let's just put that back there. I think if I want it to be symmetrical, I do just have to extend this. Like so. There we go. Could plop something like this over here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But that much should be obvious. Excuse me? There we go. Oop. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. We have the basics. But even now, I'm looking at it and I'm like, whoops, wrong button. What if I just... Bear with me here. Look, can I just stick this in the sky for a sec? No? How about now? Can I stick it in the sky now? No? I can't stick it on top of these things either? Blast. Curse you! I'm just gonna real quick smooth out these shapes for easy copy paste ability. In fact, I can just whomp, whomp. We'll sort out the elaborate patterning later. Ugh. I'm gonna have to redo the roof. Oh well, nothing else for it. Just pile up all the bits over here. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. You're mad. Building is easy. It's bloop. Da 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 da. Wait, whoop. Da 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 da. Okay. Tower. Tower mid bit. Cone. Cone. Where'd my other cone go? Is it hiding there? Yes, it is. Cone. You know what? I'll fiddle with the pitches and angles later. That should probably be the last thing I do. Okay, this goes there, and this goes there. And these go here. And then these go here. Wait. There we go. Oh, pfft. Be short. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think this is closer to what I wanted. Heck, I'll just for now. I'll sort out the fancy tiles later. Okay. We have the bones now. And I do want to build in a fancy little extension. Okay, how is that? Okay. Let's put that over there. I'm keeping this in my toolkit for sake of not having to make another octagon. I'll move my window pile over here. Then again, I don't need a window pile. I'm apparently building Windenburg. I want this a little bit closer to the road. I also want this to be a little bit higher, like so. There we go. Okay, actually, with that height,
I want it a little bit further back.
one forward? Something like that? Yeah. Okay. Now, what I'm looking at... What do I want? Hi, puppy. Okay, let's actually grab this corner and scooch that in. Will this even... Oh. Oh, it kind of does, actually. That's kind of perfect. I normally don't build buildings this big. Am I gonna regret this when it comes around to decorating? Probably. Does that color match? Actually, I think it does. Okay, for sake of even roofing, I think what I need is that a platform? Did I grab the platform? No, I did not. Okay, cool. Bonk. I build tiny houses a lot more frequently than I build, big houses. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Still feels too tall! I'm gonna riot, I'm gonna riot. What am I doing? This is where inspiration gets ya. Okay. What do I want? What do I want? It's like it's both too tall and not tall enough at the same time. Okay. Now we run into this old problem again. Whoops. Wait, what? Oh, you need to be scooch forward. Oh, get. There we go. Okay, but maybe this time, if I don't have the roofs curved, maybe it'll just work. Maybe it'll just work. And then maybe that'll blend. No, actually, that does work. Ah! Like, I like the 3-tier vibe, but it's also too big. Maybe... Especially if I do want to add in, a wing, which I do. Because I want a thing with a balcony overlooking the forest here. Because, like, that's too good a view to not have a balcony thingy looking out at it. Okay, what am I looking at? What do I want? What am I doing? Boop. I think it needs to be even lower. Or maybe... The part of my brain that likes symmetry is at war with the part of my brain that has other... that wants what it wants. Because... Ah! Stop it! And again, if this is medium wall height... No, wait. What am I doing? What am I trying to do here? No. What I'm... That's not gonna work. But I can snag that lovely Windenburg window. If we got the medium wall height there... Is this what I want? Is this what I want? Yes, but no, but maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm doing. Slap that right there for now. It is not gonna stay. I'll slap that right there for now. Maybe it will stay there. I forgot to raise the height of these ones. I love how every time I fiddle with it and I say I'm happy, I wind up completely undoing all of that. I mean, I guess I never did say I was happy, but every time I'm like, I think this is what I'm gonna do, I end up immediately undoing it and being like, no, that was a mistake. Well, not a mistake. I don't make mistakes. Well, I do. That's the wrong button. Every time I hit the wrong button, that's a mistake. I wonder. What height is that at? I do feel like it needs to be there. And then could I stick like a little roofy thingy on that? Probably not. But maybe. Copy. Yeah, I need you to be real small now, please. Not that small, thank you. Not quite like that either. Kind of. Does that get any smaller? It does. But then it's off-centered. I love being stuck to a grid. I love being stuck to a grid. Would that work if I wasn't? Is it the right size at least? Huh? No, it isn't. Okay, well. I tried. I say as though I was giving up. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Ah! Help! What is the roof doing? Yeah, okay, I'm giving up on that for now. I could also just stick one of... Nah. If this is going anywhere, it would be going there-ish. But I don't know if it's going anywhere. Because it's kind of... I don't know. Too much. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I do not know what I'm doing. I am going in circles. That's what I'm doing. I'm going in circles. Maybe I do want it 3 high! You know what? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the only thing I can do. I'm gonna build 2 of them side by side. And compare. You be 1 room now. Thank you. I'm gonna build 2 of them side by side. I'm gonna figure out what the heck I want. This one. Just copy paste the roof. Whoops. Certainly getting faster at copy pasting these things. This is some good practice, I say, flubbing it. What is this even supposed to... Is it supposed to go there? What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? What is this? I'm confused! You get down here. You get down here. You go there. I said copy. It sure is annoying being indecisive. There we go. And we'll just... plop those down. This is the one I want. I will hold myself to it. This is what I'm going with. This is what I'm doing. There we go. I swear, I love, like, this architectural style. I think it's very pretty. But I have never built in it before. And I think that shows. Whoop! There we go. Okay, if I'm sticking something like that there, I'm just gonna DIY it. Because we have the technology. Can I stick a funny little roof on it? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. You're gonna line up, so help me. There we go. There we go. I'll fix the roof pitch after I figure out what I want to do, because I want the extension, dang it! I want the other wing. And I kind of want... I kind of want one of these things. No. Blast. I was on the wrong level. Don't actually know how long I want this wing. Probably not that long, though. That's a bit too much. I guess something like that, and then... Does the style typically echo the weird little bumpy out bits? I don't know. I don't know if this is the same on front and back. I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to be. I didn't look when I was in Shaden Hall. Or Coral. Or wherever it was. I think I'm gonna... Maybe? Is that too... Doesn't really leave much space inside, does it? I mean, that is a fair amount of space. And then... Whoops. Just wanted to copy that. And then turn it around like this. And squish it down a bit more. And like that. And then like that. And then one of these. But like smaller. Or actually, not like smaller, but like shorter. But like not quite that short. I made a mess of that. That's better. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. Getting somewhere. Something like that. And I'll stick a tower somewhere. Uh? Uh? Is that too much? Maybe if instead I centered it? Oh yeah, that is a little bit better. Maybe I even just want to drag it out further. Oof. Plays havoc with my roof, but this doesn't necessarily have to be, like, accessible, does it? I could just have it be an aesthetic tower. No, if it's there, I want it to be something. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm not doing. Just, like, stick it right here. Ooh. Oh, whoops. Excuse me, no. Get over here. Get down a level. Okay, now you get over here, and you go right there. No. Okay. I'm not hating that. Okay, 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 okay. We can work with that. We can work with that. Especially if we maybe pull this back a bit. Whoops. Something like this. Something like that. I don't know what I'm doing, decoration-wise, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I think maybe I'll pull it back one more tile. See how I feel about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can live with that. I can work with that. Now let's grab the entire castle, manor, thing. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm feeling good about this. Now I need windows. Oh, yes. Um... These or those? Can I get that in a wood that matches? I can! Perfect. Okay. Does it match? Not quite. I'll worry about that later. Other thing I need to do is I want to figure out the wall patterning. Because I want it to be nice. And that means you can't have it be too much. Just gonna do this one for right here. And I think I want... what can I do with these? I kind of dig it. I think that's actually a bit too much. Okay, 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 okay. Then let's actually... Maybe I want... Whoops. That like that. Maybe like that. That's coming along. It's doing something. Use the fancy ones as accents, maybe? Like a big old window here or something. Kind of break it up. Ooh. Whoop. Yeah. And maybe... Yeah, maybe we'll just do it like that for now. And now that we've got the shape of things sorted, I think it's probably time we start fiddling with the roof. Did I get that right? Almost, maybe, slightly. Come on. Come on. Kinda? Kinda? Times like this, I wish I wasn't quite so much a perfectionist. Is that nearly correct? No, no, that's gotta go there. Oh, I think that's perfect. That's perfect! Marvelous. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Then let's, realizing I left out our roof bit. Like that, maybe? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. There we go. And, wait, Windenburg window. Windenburg window. The, okay. And of course, I gotta change all the swatches again, because I'm very smart and very good at life. Cool, cool, cool. Should I do it? Do I want that on the top floor? Or do I want that on the middle one? I actually think maybe I want it not here, but down here. And of course, if wait, we have the technology. I don't have to move off of the screen and undo all of those doohickeys. Because I can just pop that there, like so. And then these like that. And those like that. And having determined that, I think that even means because this roof is lower down than that roof, I can stick one of these on, no consequences. Yes. Yes, indeed. As Swing around to the front and grab one of these. Not that. No, I want to grab one of these. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Now I need Windenburg windows. Now I can start adding the windows. Wait, no, before I add the windows, I should add the trim. That's what I should do. And I believe I wanted this trim. Does that look about right? Probably. Unless, can I get a matching wood for... Oh, it's not quite saturated enough. Alas. Oh well. There we go. Da 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 da. Curve is too much. In fact, I'm not going to delete that because I might end up putting it back in a sec. Do I maybe want this roof instead? Not that roof. This roof instead. Maybe. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Now for the roof trims. I already established I'm not going to be able to find a matching wood. Then again, it doesn't necessarily need to match the wood itself if I just match the shingles. And I do... Ooh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I do want to use some of these fun, fancy, enchanted by nature. It's got that nice, rich color. But is that the right color? I think the red is better. Color red. Suddenly realizing that the light here is very blue tinted. Like, I want the purpley, but I think that purpley is too purpley. Ooh. Ooh. Something like this, maybe? No. Ooh. Maybe we'll go with... No, this is the winner. This is the winner. I might actually end up changing the wood to not clash with it because I don't really like how that reddish with this sort of reddy purple, but that patterning on the roof. Part of the reason I wanted to make this is because I saw those buildings in Shadenhall or Coral or whatever Oblivion City it was that had the lovely patterned roofs, and this isn't quite as intentionally patterned looking as those roofs are, but it's the closest I'm going to be able to get in The Sims. Maybe. Ooh, that again, actually, that wood is not a bad match. And that kind of makes it blend. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay, 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 okay. Going with that. Right, foundation. Let's pick foundation color. Probably should go with this because it matches the wood we're working with. Not the wood, the stone we're working with. Ooh, I'm getting excited. This is coming along well. I should save my game. I might actually even... push this back on the lot just a touch. So we can have more of an entryway garden, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. I'm smart. I never make mistakes! Okay. Now this place probably requires some doors and some windows and some of all those little things, you know. I guess because I'm apparently doing a Windenburg build, I'll look at these doors first. Nah. Back here, maybe. With a, Ooh. There we go. Maybe back there, but not for the front door. Let's go back to Enchanted by Nature. What's some of these front doors? Ugh, the woods, they totally clash. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. Because I love them. Oh well. I can use these in the interior, because the interior is not going to be held to this palette. Alas. But these doors are so small and boring. I want something fancy. Not like that. Okay, maybe something like... Maybe the vampire door if there's a swatch that doesn't clash? maybe something like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything better. Okay, 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 okay. I don't like necessarily the... But it's good to know that that wood swatch matches. So let's go real quick and check out the for rent. Nah. I could theoretically... No, I think the vampire door probably is our best bet. That or one of these. But I don't really like the forbidding single door. I want a double wide arch door. Because, like, that's just too small. I've got this lovely little entryway thingy, and I need it to be an entryway thingy. I mean, I guess... if I add, like, a porch, maybe. Yeah, basically these are my options. But actually, let's see. Let's see. Wait. I'm thinking. I had a thought. Let's grab this fence for now. Actually, no, I can't really do stairs with the foundation here. That's not how that works. Ah! Like that, and then let's grab... No, I actually don't like that brick lining. I don't like the brick lining it when it's next to these, I mean, I guess maybe, if I were to... Nope, not even columns are enough to save it. Nope. Nope. Vampire door it is, I guess. For now, at least. Okay. Now for the window situation. Get together. Get together, get together. I'm just gonna pull out these pillars for now and just get them all lined up there so I can just grab them without having to come back to the pillar area. Ooh. It is unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to make the roof match. But actually, that's not bad. And I think key to this side, whatever I wind up doing, I need them flower boxes. Whoops. Camera. Excuse me, window boxes with flowers in them. There we go. Was that this one? We'll see. Ooh, or actually no, the balcony's here. To give it that, and then these... I don't know what I'm doing. That's not the right swatch either, is it? Is it? Wait. No. No, it's not. Gimme. That. Huh. Kind of funny looking. It's got these that I'm not entirely sure what I do with. Ooh, wait. No, wait. I did... Aha! I did them over here. Da 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 da! Okay, worry about the... I'll worry about the landscaping later. Landscaping's a later thing. Plop. These here. Now, I kind of like the stained glass. I don't get an excuse to use stained glass near often enough. And of course, the swatch that matches the wood I'm using isn't stained glass! Alas, alas, alack-a-day! 'Tis a tragedy! Well, if I don't get to use the stained glass, I might as well do whatever. Not that. Shh, don't tell anyone. Does this work? Not really. But maybe it works enough. Kind of. Sort of, maybe, slightly. It's an option. It's an option. Yeah, I wish this was just like a little bit shorter. Because, like, medium wall height's too tall. Then again, I could just have short, medium, short. You know what? Screw it. I want these fancy windows. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Nobody can stop me. And of course, at that point, I might as well just come over here and grab this little sucker. Oh, no, that doesn't quite, it doesn't match the wood. Why don't I get pretty things? Why did I choose the one swatch? Okay, I actually kind of do like the weird middle height. Like, I don't know if I like these windows there, but I kind of, I don't know. Something about it. Something about it is pleasing me. Yeah, that's a bit better. Does it work inside as well? Or is it a little bit high? I don't know. It's a little bit high, but it's also, I don't know. It's passable. It's okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. I like that. Why? 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 idea was that? I hate that. I hate that. I guess I can do it like this. Oh, there's my alarm going off. Will a pillar save me? No? No? I'm not even allowed to put a pillar there? Annoying. Are you sure, game? Okay, okay, so I can do it like that. But that pillar's not quite wide enough. Ah? Uh-uh. Ah? Uh-uh. Curse you! It's just slightly too small. I can live with that. I can live with that, right? I can live with that. Maybe. Um... Be gone. Ooh. Maybe something like that. Is it the right color? It would actually be better just going into the lighter wood and just having it like that. Trying to keep it... Okay, actually, maybe what if I move these up here? And then we keep it... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It bothers me. Um... No. Like, I know I want a lot of windows, because I like a lot of windows. But also, it is true that the reference I'm using does not have a lot of windows. Well, that's not bad. Whoops, wrong button. Maybe? I don't hate it. You know, I think actually, if I want something like that on this side, I should just commit and add a little porch. Oh, that's kind of cute. Uh... Yeah, I think the wrought iron's the vibe here. Ooh, could get it in gold or silver. I'll go with that color for now because it kind of matches the detailing in the door. Let's also fix the foundation so it actually matches. Just slap that down for now just so it's not so bright and off-putting. Yeah, I actually like that one best, but I think I'd like it better if it was horizontal. Don't know why. I've just got that feeling. Then let's grab... Oh, not those. Wait, I should probably
Make sure this is the right color before I...
put them everywhere. As opposed to placing them all and then changing the color manually. Yeah, that's cute. That's better. Yes. Perfect. Is that too much? Nah. Ooh. I could stick a little, mini roof thing over these 3 windows. That's kind of fun. I don't know why, but I do kind of like it. Okay, 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 okay. I like the windows to be able to fit in the boxes here. Oh, okay, actually, that's not great, but it's not as bad as I feared it might be. It's better than the alternative. I might go with that. Nah, just a little bit wrong. Okay, that is pretty. But I think I could only use that if I'm not using that. Nah. Can I stick that there? Would it look dumb? Does that look dumb? That looks dumb. Does it look dumb? If I full send? Yeah, that looks dumb. Ooh, either that one. Yeah, no, it's gotta be. Or maybe this one. Nope. It's. Wait, where? There. Here it is. That blap, 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 blap. Bonk. 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 Eh? Uh-uh. Ooh, no, no, nope, not that either. Or maybe. Oh! All right, puppy, I hear ya, I hear ya. Dog says it's dinner time. Who am I to argue? But we got the shell pretty much done. More or less, give or take. Some windows. I'll keep fiddling with that on my own time. But for now, I am going to have to call it a day today. I will be back again tomorrow with, I don't know, we'll find out when we get there. Maybe some more Oblivion, maybe some more The Sims. We'll figure it out. I never know what I'm doing until I'm doing it. Ooh. Maybe. Yes. But in the meantime, you can find me tonight over on the Table of Horrors channel, where I will be playing our weekly Monday Shadowrun game. Very much looking forward to it. My character is having a time. And, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'll be there in an hour or two. I'll be back tomorrow with whatever I feel like playing then. Hopefully I will be starting at the correct time instead of, an hour late like I did today. Unfortunately, I woke up in slow motion. But anyway, I will save my game real quick. And as always, I'm going to wish you a very fond, fare thee well, and best of luck to you in all things. I hope you have a wonderful day / night / whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to are. And as always, I'd like to thank you again for hanging out with me. It's always a great time, and I hope you had as much fun here as I did. But with all that said, all that done, do these go here? I feel like these might go here. Gotta look at more references. Anyway. I'll keep fiddling with this in the meantime. But until next time, bye-bye! Hard hands, hard hands, hard hands.